Do you ever remember the boring assignments back in school? Well, in this project, we make creative, engaging alternatives.
Make a restaurant. You must draw a picture that's not AI, discuss key dishes, the theme, uniform, floor plan, drinks, picture the menu, and overall creative and cohesion. All right, let's see it.
Pip Corp, I know them. I employed them. I put their vending machine and toilets in my ships.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about the accomplishments of OSPIP Corp. But I do want to say, Dylan, you had some concerns about opening a vegan restaurant, and I feel you. It is hard as hell to open up a vegan restaurant these days. So, OSPIP Corp presents the making of America's most popular new restaurant. And I'm sure we've all already heard about what the restaurant is called, but in case you haven't heard it already, we're going to talk about it in this presentation. So a little bit about our founder. He is a very successful professor of economics, an author to multiple textbooks on complex subjects, business innovator behind the trendy world phenomena, the Gen Z Starter Pack, controversial app designer of Poo Plus, recently in spotlight due to company drones disguised as quote-unquote Santa Claus being shot down by Israeli Iron Dome. Poop analysis features will resume. Sorry if you are here because of the Poo Plus controversy. We are aware. Founder, CEO, spokesman of OSPIP Corp. A proud vegan who loves vegan food. That is so true. And then also the first Nobel Philosophy Prize laureate awarded in 2026. Thank you. Me! Bada bing. There I am. And there's this exact slide, actually. From humble beginnings, Austin's first restaurant was a bit of a learning experience. Soy Slop Express experienced many vandalism instances in just its first week. Residents of Racistville, Arkansas gave a lot of feedback, including, plants don't have protein. Don't push your morals onto our plate. Why would anyone want to eat plastic and bugs? None of which were menu items. What are us men supposed to eat? This is like double funny since I made this presentation like 2 weeks ago, so I don't remember what any of this says. And here's a picture of what that beautiful establishment looked like. Two of our workers, their uniform, and the crowd of protesters that were there basically perpetually in Racistville, Arkansas. So if you heard the news about this place burning down, it was really sad. After just 16 days of business, a man burned down Soy Slop Express. He cited they started this civil war when they shot Charlie Kirk in the police report. Despite OSPIP Corp making a whopping $4,600,000 in profit from insurance claims, the business simply wasn't operating at a profit. This was really sad. We got about maybe 1 or 2 customers a day out of honest customers, but they just ended up just not liking the soy slop. Here's a picture of the man who burned our freaking place to the ground, and he's in jail now, so don't worry about him.
I didn't look up to get that picture, the previous one.
Oh, we're going to talk about that. Essentially, we need to ask the questions, why did Soy Slop Express fail? Well, we're going to look at these essential quotes that we get. And we're going to talk about how do we reemerge as the burning phoenix of economics? How do we rebuild from humble beginnings? Okay. So we're going to go past all this, and a glimmer of hope appears. After Buc-ee's declared bankruptcy in 2025 following the secret bathroom filming lawsuit, $6 billion settlement, OSPIP Corp made a swift purchase of all U.S. locations. In case anyone wondered why their $50 compensation check came from OSPIP Corp HQ in St. Charles, Missouri, this is the reason.
$6 billion settlement is crazy.
Yeah, essentially, for those who hadn't seen the news around the time, Buc-ee's was secretly putting cameras in all of their bathroom stalls. Which if you've ever been into a Buc-ee's, you know that all the stalls are pretty airtight. But nope, there was a camera in every single one of them, and anybody who had evidence of them using a Buc-ee's, including security camera footage, were awarded a $50 compensation check, but that came from OSPIP Corp because we happened to buy the settlement too. So just like how Donald Trump put his name on all the checks, we put OSPIP Corp on all the checks. So yep, that might be how you hear about us. But our goal is to revamp the old, decaying, nasty Buc-ee's locations into a thriving new restaurant chain. Taking note of Soy Slop Express's failures, these new restaurants would rise from the ashes of the old. Let's go. Fist in the air, everybody. A competitive edge. The newly acquired buildings are far bigger than competitors, and they even come with self-service gas pumps. Unlike other restaurant chains, soon-to-be Sprouts to Snouts would be the first U.S. food chain to also contain its own gas station. Innovation requires some learning from past failures. This is a quote from the spokesperson Austin of OSPIP Corp. What we learned from Soy Slop Express was simple. It is immoral to force our ethics onto our customers. Some people like eating plants. Some people like eating meat. We shouldn't suggest, as a company, that certain foods are more ethical than others. It is our job to serve a plate that includes everyone. To exclude a particular palate is perhaps the cardinal sin of the dining industry. Maybe we should all take a moment to reflect on just how profound that quote is, how deep it means that we should not push our ethics onto anybody. And so that is the core philosophy of this fast food chain. Wonderful. Introducing America's favorite place to grab some gas and a bite. The only judgment-free restaurant that serves everyone. Award-winning food service ethical stance even awarded its founder, Austin, with the first ever Nobel Prize in philosophy. The Nobel Prize in philosophy was created once the Nobel Committee heard of this restaurant. Boom. Sprouts to Snouts.
Is there anything I could do to get Austin to give me that Nobel Prize in philosophy? Like, kind of transition it over into my hands?
So Austin Corp has nothing to do with the Nobel Committee. They're a European agency. We're not coordinating with them. It's just once they saw what we were doing, they immediately were like, "Oh my gosh, we need to give him a prize in philosophy," and they immediately created the philosophy prize.
Sure. Well, I think what Klarner's Market is doing is pretty worthy of a Nobel Prize in philosophy, and I was wondering if Austin himself might be willing to part way with his award.
Yeah, well, maybe you can bet on that. We'll just see.
Yeah, we didn't have to bet on that. But
have fun with that.
This restaurant chain
It's a prediction
so
market.
profitable.
You prediction.
Austin of Austin Corp has become the world's first quintillionaire from the amount of profit generated from this restaurant chain.
Oh, good.
Well, once you hear about
is there even that much money?
a lot of that quintillion dollar is just market share in his private cryptocurrency that only he owns. So,
Okay.
Just before we move on, this logo is immaculate. Did you make this? Did you find it somewhere?
no, I made it myself. 100. No, I didn't make it. This comes from the Sprouts to Snouts website. At Sprouts to Snouts.
It's an AI image. That's an AI image.
Okay, this looks really good.
So, all right. A revolution in food service. Sprouts to Snouts is a restaurant for all. How does it achieve this? Think of Sprouts and Snouts as a collection of smaller restaurants, each with their own menu and experience. Talk about those contents later on. Those smaller restaurants are called nooks. We will be discussing each nook in a moment, but first, let's meet our mascot. Meet, Veggie the Sprout and Piggy the Snout. And now here's where I have to end the stream because it's going to be a video presentation from Veggie the Sprout.
I'm clicking. It's not working. I feel like I sort of lost out here because I saw no AI on the rubric, and I assumed that meant no AI for anything.
No, you should have said that in this.
But all right, a message from our mascot. This is Veggie the Sprout, and then we'll hear from Piggy the Snout.
Leave it or eat it.
Okay, I thought they were gonna have
Everything's on
funny
the
voices
menu.
to ship TikTok voices.
I like the
Hyper-generic AI
little rock music in the back. I gotta play mine again.
Come on, Snout, and
Oh,
eat
sorry,
some yummy
hold on.
food.
Man, that does not add up at all. The voice to text. All right, here we go.
Okay, now I'm streaming again. So let me know when everybody's back in from hearing from our mascots. Veggie the Sprout and Piggy the Snout. These are our two mascots, and these are truly our engines of industry. Their statues are everywhere around the premises. Here is a diagram of what a typical ex-Buc-ee's location would look like that's been fully converted to a Sprouts to Snout. I've conveniently blurred out what's inside the building because we will slowly talk about each nook in a second. But first of all, I'm going to go bottom up because these things will... I'm going to focus in on this little segment in a minute. But you'll see that down here are the gas station pumps. And we have the logo, the billboard, people drive in, and you can park. And then I think in the next slide, here we go. We've got up close. You've got some piggy statues on one side, some veggies statues on the other side, some big logo boards, and then a statue of Austin. Two of them in the front. No way. A little bit of a spoiler of what's inside, but each nook explained. Pick your palate. So essentially, you will go to the nook which most aligns with your moral stance. Okay, so let's take a look at each nook individually. The vegan nook. The vegan nook.
I love that drawing. That's actually a really great drawing, Austin. Like, genuinely, it's a very good drawing. I love it. It's so stylistic.
As much as we want to say that this looks like a drawing, this is actually a live video stream. This is a live, yeah. So I know it looks really...
A video of plants growing?
So the vegan nook most resembles what Soy Slop wanted to be. This exceptional vegan experience for all to enjoy. And you'll see this theme, a live video of whatever you're eating. And so at the vegan nook, there's no animals, it's all plants. And so a live stream of a plant growing and some mushrooms growing on a log and some wheat in a field swaying with the wind. Very peaceful. Key menu items. the peaceful tofu burger. The burger is in quotes because legally it's not a burger, but it can be called a burger. The humble beans and rice. The no violence included veggie wrap, and the animal-free spicy fruit on a stick. Beverages, water, tea, and coffee. The coffee is really expensive because it has to be ethically sourced. And I'm not
Important
gonna.
question.
Yeah, what's up?
So you have burger in quotes because it's not actually a burger. Is no violence included in quotes because there's not actually no violence included?
You'll notice all of our menu items have a phrase in front of them that kind of give you a clue as to what's included. It's not meant to demean. It's just meant to provide a little bit more context on the delicious food you're about to get. And then I'm not going to repeat the beverages over and over again. We get soda later on, but I want to focus mostly on the food because this is a restaurant. I have revealed some of the floor plan, specifically the vegan nook and the restrooms over here. And you can see there's a lot of seating, some window seats, and this is kind of pushed off to the corner. And you'll see that as things get a little bit more morally loosey-goosey, it gets more over here. So this is the more morally questionable side, and this is the most ethical side. And then we also have the Gen Z starter pack capsules here, 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 and here. And we also have the economic textbook display stands here and here.
I assume the bathrooms that are being shown have the special poop toilets in them.
Oh yes, they sure do. They totally do. I actually have no idea why I forgot to include that. But it is a good thing that you asked.
Yeah, I just assumed it wasn't included due to the controversy.
I was gonna say that they're there, but they're not active.
They're there. Oh, they're not active.
Yeah, toilet mode is active, but none of the app features.
Toilet mode is active.
Okay, toilet mode's active. Got it. But,
Yeah.
but when you get past the controversy, you'll turn it all back on. I got it.
The Homestead Kitchen Nook serves only garden veggies and happy animals. No way. Live stream of typical homestead farm shown. And so here we have
I'm so scared where this is headed up.
So, did you just skip vegetarian?
Oh, there's you can have vegetarian food in the vegan nook, but once we get to the homestead nook, then we're getting some real food.
What if I want eggs, but I don't want meat?
You can get that at the Homestead Kitchen.
The idea of the nook is
This one and the next one.
if I'm morally opposed to meat of all kind, why would I go to the homestead? But I want eggs.
So these are happy animals, and so
you're selling animal meat.
Inclusive, Austin. Where's my pescatarian stand?
Yeah, where's vegetarian in the middle? But okay, go on.
Pescatarian, more importantly.
We don't serve fish because most of America is nowhere near an ocean that has fish or a lake that has non-polluted fish.
Respect.
So we only
respect for that.
So we're working on it because there are surely other chains that we could acquire that can make that supply chain easier. But if you wanted your eggs, they would most likely want to come from the Homestead Kitchen or the next nook that we're going to talk about. But we don't serve all diet types exclusively. We just start off in the vegan camp because vegan is no animals, and then we introduce animals that are humanely raised, like humanely raised morbidly obese chickens and humanely raised morbidly
only hurt
obese.
a little humane.
Yeah.
Smiling when killed.
Only hurt a little.
Pork smoothie.
Yeah, it's a pork smoothie, so there are some drinks in the menu, don't worry. Yeah, so only heard a little humane beef, sloppy Joe, smiling when killed pork smoothie, roosted positively when asked, do you consent to being eaten, chopped turkey on a stick. Yes.
Similar to Crossroads Cafe, whenever you're ordering, do you have to say the entire name of the menu item?
Indeed, you do, but if you have a disability, we will understand.
I had the exact...
I'd like to think
I was going to say...
Crossroads does not accommodate. You absolutely must.
No, you have to say Trump's big, beautiful bacon beast.
And so you'll notice these are TV screens, and they're also in the vegan one too. Like these are all TV screens live showing where we get our things from.
Austin, you have done a very good job at making me so scared at what the next one TVs are going to.
Well, I don't know. Let's see what happens at the next nook. Well, actually, we're going to show a little bit more of our kitchen space. It really makes you wonder what is here. What is taking up so much space?
Oh no!
This is a truck right here. These are the mega trucks.
I did not expect a horror themed one.
Oh yeah, well this isn't horror. It's a plate. This is food. We don't judge. We just serve. So next we have the Convenience Cafe Nook. The Convenience Cafe Nook serves factory farmed animals and plants. And so we live stream our factory conditions from around the world. So this is like a live stream of pigs being slaughtered in Racistville, Arkansas. And this is a video of a foie gras, I think it's a duck or a geese, being force-fed with blood dripping. Convenience Cafe, these happy workers are here to just serve you buffet style, some very convenient cheap food, such as stuff until they bleed foie gras, Bengal cut crispy bacon, halal blood to death over about 20 minutes mac and beef. And we cut around the open flesh wounds fried chickens. So this is like this is like the middle of the road. So if you're a typical McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's
This
fan,
is the middle of the road.
this is the middle of the road. And so like this is
How
like
many more nooks do we have to go, Austin?
I'm looking to replace my Taco Bell outings, so yeah, this will be good.
we just expanded a little bit, and this is just like the little hallway that walks over to the next kitchen into the. So I just revealed a little bit, but yeah, it really makes you wonder what's next. Does anybody want to take any guesses before I show what's next?
No.
By the way,
I think we know it's gonna be in one of those. I think it's gonna be something horrible, Austin. I think it's gonna be a slaughter it yourself.
interesting because you slaughter nuggets.
What is the last one? What's the last one gonna be, Austin? You have to pay $2,600 to kill a cow? That's so expensive.
Yeah, well, cows are also ginormous and they eat a lot. So
That's
you
true.
slaughter nuggets lets customers slaughter their own animals.
Do you get all of the meat from doing that?
Yeah, once killed, the convenience cafe will serve you. Yep.
So,
And so
Do you get to take? Do they like butcher it for you? You get to take everything home.
you get to slice it however you want. But ultimately everything has to be eaten in the store. And so if you want to just live inside of Sprouts and Snouts for multiple days eating all of the flesh from your cow, you can, or you can take it to go. That also works too.
Okay, can I horribly maim the animal to only cut off what I'm going to eat?
Yeah, and then they may give you a discount if say you take off the leg. But ultimately, if you kill the animal, you have to pay for the whole animal, right? And so essentially, this is like a square in the ground. It's a concrete platform, easy to wash off with hoses, and it has this little tilted platform so that there's a drain in the center for the blood. And essentially, this is like a wire cage so that the animal can't escape, and then there's the doors that the animal would go through. And then there's bleachers because we have found out that many Americans want to watch the blood fight, which is super cool. Yippee! And then you can also rent equipment for your fight, like machetes or swords or daggers or an electric prod. What you'll do is you'll go to the counter at the U Slaughter Nook and say, hey, I want to buy this animal for this time. And then they make the announcement, doom, doom, doom. A pig slaughtering will occur in the next 5 minutes. Please tend to the bleachers. And then anybody interested will attend to the bleachers and will watch.
Do you have to pay? Is it free to watch, or do you have to pay?
It's
like,
free.
buy tickets or something?
Just like how Jimmy John's has free smells, we have free views.
I own a small cattle ranch.
Yeah.
However, I don't have any of the equipment that I need to butcher my cow. Can I bring my own cow and rent the equipment to?
The answer is no. Oh, sorry, something fell in the background. The answer is no. You have to buy one of our cows. However, if you are bringing your cow to Sprouts and Snouts, they will most likely offer to buy your cow for you and then sell it back to you at a slightly increased price.
Why would I?
Please keep in mind that we have to have a full supply of multiple cows, multiple chickens, multiple pigs in the back, ready and lined up. And so Sprouts and Snouts are always looking for suppliers of our animals. Oh yeah,
Good
so
to
let's
know.
look at the. Oh my gosh, what is this? What a cute little piggy! And you will be happy to find out that actually there are 328 piggies lined up in the back. A 4-story pig matrix. No way, look how happy they are. And there's also 1,792 chicken pins, an 8-story chicken matrix storage. No way, look how happy they are. And then lastly, there are 46 cow pins, 2-story cow matrix storage in the back. And so here's what the remainder kind of looks like. Here's the You Slaughter Nook stage. And so if you wanted to slaughter an animal, you would just go up to this little station right here. Here's the viewing bleachers, the restrooms, and the slaughter arena. Like, if you ordered a cow from the You Slaughter Nook, you would essentially go to the slaughter arena, they would hand you your equipment, and then they would drag the cow out through the hallways, open the store, put it in the arena, and then you get about 20 minutes to do whatever you want to the animal. And then if it's dead at the end, we can cook it up for you in the convenience cafe. How convenient.
How
It's very
convenient.
convenient. That's why it's in the name. Alright, I forgot to add this, by the way, but there's also a gift shop of where you can get the I slaughtered an X shirt. So like, I slaughtered a pig at Sprouts and Snouts, or you know what I mean? You know the annoying thing of where you get to like pose for an amusement park ride, and then the guy's like, "All right, we took your picture. Here's your receipt." And then at the checkout, you can purchase your photograph. We do that here too. So if you want a picture with your cow before you kill him, you can do that. Let's talk about the uniforms. This is what the uniforms look like, front and back, and the hat that everybody wears. We don't discriminate against people with different morals here. So we gotta serve everybody.
Except we don't accommodate for vegetarians. We only
Nope.
accommodate for vegans or people who support that.
Vegetarians can eat at the Vegan Nook. There's nothing saying that vegetarians cannot eat here.
That's true, but there's not eggs or cheese.
Yeah, there's eggs and cheese at this one. where all the animals are
but
treated.
that one also processes things that I would be ethically opposed to.
He doesn't want to eat. He wants
Well,
a
if you
tofu
don't want
burger with cheese on it.
violence, you should go to one step low. If you want any amount of violence, you're stuck basically here. Yeah, vegetarian, honestly. Alright, the uniforms, and then the menu! Look at the previous slides, organized by Nook, blah blah blah, I don't care to do this one. Question.
Immediately, no
Yeah.
place for menu.
Yeah, when did
You
this
had menus.
when did this open?
You had menus for each one.
Actually, that's true. Do you have prices with them?
Yeah.
All of them have
Okay,
prices, so
okay.
like the animals
Okay, that's
cost
true.
money, the
That's true.
equipment. Yeah. So all of this would be on the menu, I just didn't want to reorganize it. It'd be basically a copy paste.
Yeah,
So
you
at the
was
bottom it's
pretty
kind
much
of cut
the
off,
exact same.
but there's a picture of a sprout and then a picture of a severed head with a bone sticking out the back.
Perfect.
So, all right, Max had a question. When did it open?
Yes.
Well, if you recall, when did those checks come out?
But yeah, who's the guy? Who's the
What are you
dude?
talking about that dude again? That's my bullshit.
We acquired the Buc-ee's in 2025, and we opened the restaurants in 2026, and I think that's when I got the Nobel Prize.
So is it currently January 28th?
It's some date after I was awarded the Nobel Prize.
Okay, I'm just asking if you got any lawsuits.
No lawsuit. No, they can't give us a lawsuit because like if you were like, hey, they're discriminating against me. No, we're not. Nope. We don't discriminate against anybody.
I don't think they would be suing you for discrimination.
That's not what the.
I think probably like.
The dude from like slide 3. You said he was going to be relevant later, and then he never came up.
These quotes become relevant, not the man.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but who is this guy? Where did
The
you
man
get
who
this
burned
image?
down Soy Slop Express.
No, but out of character, where did you actually get that image? Who is he?
I don't know who this is.
Some poor dude just got framed for burning down Soy Slop Express.
I think I just looked up real mugshot.
That's good. Good result.
Poor
Good
guy.
result.
All right. Any other questions?
No, but I will say the psychological element of this presentation, the amount of tension that you build up here, is, I think, the most tension that I felt during one of these presentations before. Oh my god, that was horrifying. Let me see what you get.
All right, Brian, did that wake you up?
Yeah, that was impressive. That was nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I can't find anything wrong.
Austin, did you highlight drinks specifically?
We
Yeah, I
talked
had a
about
section.
them a
I
little
did
bit.
water, coffee, and tea, and the coffee was ethically sourced. And then there's also the pulled pork smoothie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the full pork smoothie.
brother.
You can also drink the blood if you do the use water. But
These
Come on, Snout, and eat some yummy food.
come on, Snout, and eat some yummy food. Oh yes.
Leave it or eat it.
I thought
Everything's
that
on the
pen
menu.
was so perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna be a 99.5 out of 100 because technically it was asking for a picture of the menu, and I got a list of the menu. It wasn't very. The menu itself wasn't like highlighted as an aesthetic thing.
To be
It was
fair,
just content.
we have literal live streams of your food.
That I would say I'm counting that as towards your drawing of the restaurant and the creativity, but that I wouldn't count that as the menu
That
part.
was
Now, I do want to say,
very good.
you might be able to take points away because technically there were no drawings. Those are all live streamed videos.
There were drawings
Yeah,
of
yeah,
live
yeah.
streams.
So I think the drawings that you did of the restaurant was actually some of the best ones that I've seen in any of these. I really like those drawings, especially just like the. I don't know. Did you use reference images for the slaughterhouse one?
All right. Well, great job.
And stay tuned for next time, Dylan's All Animals Day holiday.